Welcome to the Agents of the Unexplained podcast. From a haunted abandoned asylum to Sasquatch lurking in the dark woods and watching you, and all things unexplained, here are the stories from outside our realm. With your host, Bill Rigby.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show tonight. We got AJ Grabosky on tonight. I met AJ last year, when Mary Fabian and I went down to Luzerne, Lackawanna County chapter meeting they had, and AJ was there. And this is before he even became a chapter lead for the group. But Mary knew him, and I was listening to a lot of things he was saying. I was off to the side listening. He didn't really realize it. But I'm like, man, this dude got some stories here. I'd like to hear some more. And so luckily, he became a chapter lead for the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project. And then he took over team lead for Pike, Monroe, Carbon, Buck, Lehigh, North Hampton, and yeah, that's it. Poor guy, he got too much going on. Plus, he just bought his new house and got a brand new car today. So this guy's been running crazy this past few weeks. So, hey, let me bring him in. He could tell you more about it. There he is. What's up, buddy?
How you doing? What's up, Bill?
The sky, the rain's falling, the wind's blowing. It's cold outside.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. But as you heard, I gave you a little bit of good intro there.
Absolutely.
But the things I didn't actually say was you're definitely boots on the ground. Plus, you do a lot of computer and book research.
That's my main my main thing.
Yeah. And I know you've been out with Glenn and Bob and Tom and that, and you got several areas you research, and there's one special one. We're not even going to tell people where that's at all. But the thing is, you do a lot of hardcore studying on the whole situation.
Yeah.
I only got one question for you. I know in Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, they don't believe in the woo, which on my show, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you think they are?
Okay, that's a great question. I'm glad you touched on. My opinion, just on my research and everything I've learned, and just a lot of correlations that I've put together in my research, my opinion is that they are human, but there's always that unknown primate DNA that they can't figure out. My opinion is it's a relic hominoid, and I believe it to be, in my opinion, possibly Homo rhodesiensis. It's an early form of human, a relic hominoid, as they're called.
Right.
And that's my opinion, but I could be that. It's all conjecture. There's no expert in this field. But that's just my opinion, and the reason I say that is, I'm sure you're familiar with the Zana case.
Yes.
Zana from Russia.
Yep.
That's why I put that together, because Zana's DNA came back as human, but she was sub-Saharan African. Just guess where Homo rhodesiensis is from? Sub-Saharan Africa.
Okay.
That's a little bit of a coincidence to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very much so.
And I believe, and Zana was known to run faster than a horse. She did the work of many men. She was able to carry massive amounts of weight. She gave birth to children. Unfortunately, it was through you know, not good means, but the men took advantage of her in the village. And the first 2 babies she had, she brought to the creek, and they got killed. She washed them off in the creek because that's what she was used to. Then after that, they had to take the babies off of her. But that's where I got put that together through my research. I believe that is what it is. But I really can't say that 100%. I could say maybe 75%, but yeah, not 100.
Yeah, exactly, because none of us know for 100%. You know, I did snap off on a guy that was telling us that these things jump through portals. That's how they get around. And I looked at him. I says, "Okay, have you seen them do that? No. Have you even seen a portal? No.
Yeah.
Now, how do you know this? Well, I'm telling you." And
so
he did that. That was wrong. I said, "No, I'm telling you, you're full of shit."
Yeah.
I said, I ain't saying they don't do it, but you're full of shit because you're not telling me what they're doing when you haven't seen it for your own eyes.
You have no facts.
Been proven. You got no facts to back it up. So you better just shut up. Well, I found out he was a county commissioner.
Oh boy, that had to go over well. But the truth is, no, I'm not a woo guy. I don't believe in that. They're flesh and blood. I believe, and if I'm wrong about the Homo rhodensiensis, I believe it to be some form of other relic hominoid and human mixed together. They made it. That's what happened. Humans and Neanderthals made it. Why not humans? At one point in time, there was as many as 12 human-like Homo species on the planet living together and coexisting. So there's just too many. I could be wrong on the exact species, and it could be another one. You know, I don't know which one, but I believe it to be definitely some form of relic hominoid mixed in there. That's what I think. Because of the intelligence, the intelligence they have is on par with human. That's where the human comes in. But then the superhuman strength and everything else, that's where the relic hominoid comes in. Because a Neanderthal would rip us limb from limb. Any one of those species would rip us limb from limb, just like they would, you know?
Yes. And let me tell you, the one I saw, and I know you heard my story.
Yeah.
You know, if it wanted to, it could have ripped me apart quick. And there ain't a doubt in my mind. And
same, I've had a similar situation, but yeah, I was close and I didn't know it. I had no idea. Too close to comfort.
Shane Spencer said he believes the only portals they jump through is a porta potty. Okay. Yeah. And Tara Stefani says hi, and so does Megan Baker. My girl Megan. Taco's probably putting her up to no good tonight or tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if they're gonna go help stock down at the creek.
Yeah.
Or not tomorrow. Tomorrow's trout stocking day for them. And guess who's out there listening to you?
Oh, Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn's out there.
Yeah, I know he would listen. What's up, Glenn?
But anyhow, you know, I believe they're a relic humanoid too. But I still keep my mind open to anything else.
Yeah,
you gotta keep your mind open. You can't be closed-minded like that guy with the portals.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's the thing. I get upset with closed-minded people.
Yeah.
And when they try to push their agenda down my throat, it don't work. It don't.
Yeah. Now,
I got to
don't get
state
me,
my opinion of them.
don't get me wrong. If I'm sure of something and I have facts to back it up, or I've seen something to back it up, I will stand behind it 100%. But
Yes.
I'm not about to tell you that Bigfoot's jumping through portals. And,
Yep.
now, what I will say is what a lot of people misunderstand as woo and things like that. It's probably the Heigl-Sheen. You ever heard of that Heigl-Sheen effect? I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's a German word. It's a German word, and the hair. I've seen it in action. I believe he's one of our chapter leads, Jonathan Lackey. He's the one who showed me the video of it on YouTube, and it was amazing. He had a tuft of hair, and I watched it disappear in the sun, and it was amazing. It practically disappeared and practically changed color to match its surroundings. That explains what. That explains everything. Like why they're not seen, why every picture's blurry. Well, they have hollow, transparent hair, and it does lack a medulla. If you look at the scientific side of it, if you all the alleged Bigfoot hairs lack the medulla, and that's a big difference. Now, as a host, I got a question for you. What do you think?
I don't have an answer.
No answer. No. What do you think about their eyes and their? I think there's something not supernatural, but something that is not found anywhere else in the animal world with their eyes. There's something with their eyes. They shine with. I seen their eyes shine with nothing but starlight in the middle of nowhere. They're
translucent.
They have something going on with their eyes. I believe that's It's an adaptation from. I don't know how it came about, but it is something I noticed time and time again.
With their eyes, the eyes shine in that. They do. There is a glow to it. The human, they call it the life light in the human eyes.
Yeah.
When a person died, the light goes out. I don't know if they got a brighter life light in their eyes.
I don't know. I think there's some form of bioluminescence in their eyes because they shine. I had semi-recently, I'd say within the past year, I've had just about, over half a dozen, maybe close to 10 experiences seeing their eyes shine around my house where I just moved from. I was in the middle of nowhere in the deep woods. That's where I lived. I had like 5-6 neighbors. They were all far away, and there was a pond, a spring that went through the yard. Now I'm a little bit more in town, but when I lived there, I had so many things happen. They banged on my house and woke me up. A lot of things. And it just so happened we were cutting down some trees that day, and that next day, boom, they're pounding on the house.
They were mad.
Yeah.
Glenn wrote, it may be from living underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They may have adapted to cave life, if that makes any sense, like a cave creature does. That's a very good. I never thought of that. That might be.
Yeah.
I
didn't think of that either, but that makes sense because look at how some of these animals are living underground that they have found in these deep caves. And Shane Spencer, you got to be open-minded to Bigfooting claims, but the reputation of who's claiming what makes all the difference in the world. Some people that Shane has ran into exaggerates everything, and everything is Bigfoot.
There's a lot of storytellers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I run into people that think everything's Bigfoot. Wrong.
Yeah. I've
Uh,
been, I've proven,
I
I've
think
proven myself
I
wrong.
pissed some people off myself with
Yeah.
these tree structures.
Yeah. Yeah.
98.9% of them are natural or weather
Yeah.
related.
Yeah.
That I've
I
come across.
I learned the differences.
Yes.
You can have these different structures, so to speak, but when you see two, there's a couple things that I noticed. I'd say a couple, two, three things. One thing, if the roots are in the air, that's a little odd. The second thing,
That's not natural, and that's not weather. That's not animal.
exactly, and if you have a tree jammed into the ground 6 inches, that's weird. And the other thing is when they make those arches, if you have a tree and it's pinned with another tree to make that arch, that's odd. Or
But wait a minute. I got a little argument on that one. Most of those arches
are ice load.
Ice load or going toward the sun, trying to get to the sun.
Yeah, but did you ever see them where they were pinned back by anything?
There's a few that I said this is very possible.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
you have to be skeptical.
A few I found, yeah, it's pinned by another tree, but that tree fell on it.
Yeah, you have to have a skeptical point of view going into this, or else, like you said, everything's going to be Bigfoot. But
exactly.
I rule out everything else, and if there's nothing else left, then it's probably Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's impossible. Yep. And that's the thing. I had a crew out with me that was coming out to learn, and I showed them different tree breaks, and I says, "Now think outside the box and study it." And they studied the first one, and they're thinking, I don't know. They didn't know. And I says, this is a possible. Because look, the way it was twisted and broke. Then you turn around, and we found another one. And I had them check it all out. And they're going, and they studied it pretty hard, but not hard enough.
Yeah.
And they go, well, this could be natural, but no, I don't think it is. I think this is a probable. And I went, nope. I said, this is natural. Look a little closer. The center's rotted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. I said, you got to look close. You got to study. And remember, think outside the box.
Yeah.
And I said, and you got to deduct every little thing with it. And there's tree structures out there I've seen. I don't know what made them.
Yeah, same here.
But I'm saying 98.9% is natural or weather related.
Yeah, but there's certain consistencies that you see that I've seen here, that I've seen at numerous different locations that I've researched, that I see the same things over and over.
Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Ohio,
exactly.
Virginia, New York.
Yeah, the X is a very prominent symbol. They do make X's because I found an X. Actually, it was a double X, and there was roots to the sky. One of the trees that happened to be about 3 or 4 inches in diameter was jammed into the ground, like I said, about 6 inches. It was unbelievable. I have pictures of it to this day. It was beautiful. I couldn't believe it. It definitely, that one I would say it was definitely made by Bigfoot. That one time, I will have to say that was a sure thing. I think. But
back not last October, the October before now, me and Mary Fabian went back to Saltport. This is after my sighting.
Mm-hmm.
And the group camp area was closed because of hunters. Well, we went at night. we found a branch jammed into the ground.
Uh-huh.
And I looked and spotlighted that tree up above us. Nothing broken off of it.
Yeah.
And if it would have came down through the other ones, it would have got knocked around. And it would have came straight down and stuck like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like it wasn't spear chucked that way because it was straight up and down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. Okay. And so, so there's that. How did that happen? I don't know. I didn't see a Bigfoot do it, but it was jammed in the ground right there.
Yeah.
So me and Mary's looking around and watching, and here comes some eye shines from down over the hill toward the swamp area. They were coming up toward us.
Yeah.
And to the right of that, about the area we were seeing the eye shine, to the right is about where the Buckeye Trail is, where I seen my sighting on the opposite side of that trail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, but they're known to circle that whole camp. I found a trail that went clean around the camp where they circled it and watched the camp.
I think they always do that. I think they're masters of they surround us. If they're interested in us, they probably surround us and we don't know it.
Yes.
We have no idea.
Very much so. I didn't hear that sucker come up to where he was at on my right. I did not hear it. No. I did not hear him coming through that woods at all. I didn't hear him running away because my panic mode hit.
Yeah.
But, you know, but the thing is, like you said, the eye shine. Caught the eye shine down there toward the swamp area before he hit it with a light.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's iridescent somehow. I don't know.
There's the eyes just shine without any, like I've seen the eye shine on a night with a full moon, but then I've seen it on nights with no moon and just stars.
It was it was a cloudy, overcast night, so we didn't have no moonlight.
No moonlight, no stars. So what's making them shine, you know? And it just doesn't make sense to me. It's very that's the biggest question with that because I've seen it so many times. Right. I've only really had a clear view, like a clear actual sighting.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, we'll never know about how their eyes are till one's actually captured.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think they have been captured. The government knows all about them, but they're not going to put it out there. Do you know why they won't put it out there? Money, because well, let's take one state or national park.
No. Hold it. Don't even go there. I can give a better example. Remember when they found the spotted owl? What did they do? They shut down all the forestries and all the drillings.
Yeah.
Because the spotted owl needed its own habitat and can't be disturbed.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
And of course, that didn't last long, but that was billions of dollars that were stopped instantly.
Yeah, that's true. But
it's right there. That's a prime example of what would happen.
Exactly. My what I was getting towards is just the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Let's say I forget the number. It brings into the general area brings $100 some million a year. That's just one national forest. Think about if they said, "Oh, there's Bigfoot. It exists and it's in the woods." People would stop going camping. A lot of people would stop. You know that.
No, I don't think a lot. I think a lot of want to get out there even more to see one.
Some the crazy ones like us, but I don't think the everyday person. I think they would be scared, and as they should be. if they're not prepared or by themselves. You know, that they,
Yep.
I think that they could be very dangerous if you're in the wrong situation. The wrong situation being by yourself, if you're disabled in any way. I believe that
or if you're female and it's your time of the month.
yes, that's another thing. And
I'm sorry I'm putting it that way, but I found out that to be more of a fact than a fiction.
It is a fact. So, that's definitely a fact. It's human nature, and they're partly human, I believe. So,
yep.
If they're gonna have a reaction to that, especially males.
You know. So I believe that. But anyhow, enough of going this way. I want to get on some of your other experiences.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I'll let you lead the way on that.
Okay. Well, my first experience, it was before I always was open to the idea of Bigfoot, and I always believed that Bigfoot existed, but I never thought it existed in Pennsylvania. And right. I was staying in an area in Union County in the center of Pennsylvania at the top of a mountain. And it was about 4:30 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. Went outside on the picnic table, sat on it, having a cigarette, and I heard this totally inhuman roar, growl, howl. I don't know how to describe it, but it scared the living shit. It scared me, and yeah. I literally I ran inside and locked the door and didn't leave my room. And I was scared to silence for 6 years. I didn't speak of it or tell anyone for 6 years, but in those 6 years, I started doing some research and looking into it, and I found out some things, and well, that's what led me here. So,
yeah, which is mine was similar because I always believed, and yeah. And I started doing more and more research, and because of the tree structures, I started thinking, why in the hell am I seeing these things? See them in Mercer County, Pennsylvania, which is right on the Ohio line. I'm in Indiana County, you know.
Yeah.
And Somerset and Cambria, I'm seeing there. It's like, this ain't adding up right here. And I start thinking, well, hell, I saw them down in Tennessee even.
Yeah.
So I start pulling an AJ gun online and start researching. And it brought back the Bigfoot. Back to the Bigfoot. And I went, you know what? Let me get into it. So I start doing some more research on Bigfoot. And that just threw me down that rabbit hole.
Yep. That's how it happened for me. I just got it started with fear, and then it turned into fascination. Then it turned into an obsession. It's obsession. Definitely it's an amazing thing. But then so that happened, and I didn't experience anything for years. But I also didn't try it. It wasn't out in the woods doing anything. So one day I'm with my best friend, and I'm talking about Bigfoot and telling them, yeah, they exist, and I think they're around here. I think I was wrong. I was wrong. You know, I think they're not just out west; they're around here. I heard one, and he was there that night, actually, at the place I was. And the only thing I said to him is, "Did you hear something last night?" And he said, "No, why?" And I said, "No, nothing." And I didn't talk about it, but I got him all pumped up, and he said, "Okay." I said, I know a place, and it's my special place, my favorite place to research. The place I've had so many experiences, and I believe I built a relationship with this family of Bigfoot. I really do. I was there so much over so many years that they accepted me. I believe I was gifted, and Glenn knows about this. 3 snowshoe hares skewered to a tree. No hunter is gonna find 3 snowshoe hares.
No.
It's they're too rare, but they killed 3 snowshoe hares, and they took the brain, the liver, the heart, and the eyes. Everything else was there. And I believe that was a gift. I built a good relationship with this family, I believe, because I was there so much. And I at first they threw rocks at me, but still, even after they stopped throwing rocks, every time I'd hear a single wood knock. Just about, not every time, but a lot of times I'd hear that single wood knock. There's somebody's here, and I have multiple recordings of them wood knocking and rock clacking back and forth to each other. And some of these are like really close, 30 feet away, maybe like I'm talking in the thick mountain laurels. It's hard to tell, but it was close. But I also caught a recording of a vocalization that it was so close. I don't know. It was it's scary how close it was, but it didn't sound aggressive. It sounded like it was almost trying to talk. That's what it sounded like. Yeah. But it sounded like a caveman. It sounded and that was it. And then it just, you could hear the footfall just walking away. I didn't know it was there. I had no idea.
That's the thing. You know, I found a trackway. The one place I go to research a lot. Are those cars going up and down the road, or is that just the wind?
Oh, yeah, I did. My new house is in a 3-way intersection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm out on the porch.
Yeah.
It's a little cold.
Yeah. But, I found a trackway at the one place near my research area, but I'm walking into my research area at one time, and I didn't announce myself. I always announce myself when I go in it by myself, and let them know I'm there. I just came to visit their area. Well, I didn't do it this time, so I go on down, walk on down the trail way in. And then when I got to almost to where I cut into the woods off the trail to go across the stream and everything and go farther into the woods, I just get there. And this loudest tree knock I ever heard. It sounded like it took a 2-foot around tree and slammed against another tree. And it was right here.
I've heard. That's loud.
It's like, whoa. Yeah. And I'm looking over. There's no trees right here yet. They're down this way a little farther. Or off to this side. But the sound came from this side. And I'm like, whoa. I'm sorry. It's just me. I had a lot on my mind. I'm trying to clear my head. I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys I was here. They were letting me know.
Yeah, announce yourself.
Yeah. Hey, we know you're here. Why didn't you say something?
Yeah.
I went on down in and cut on over and went on about the area I usually sit and listen. Usually I'll hear something and then it'll get real quiet and then I start hearing sounds again. I was there for about an hour.
I think a light just turned on in my room with no one in there. I just moved in this house. First night, we had a big pound to wake us up. I'm sorry to interrupt you. That's kind of rude,
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Hey, Angel, he got spirits. Ghost Chick
I-
Angel's watching.
Might be.
Yeah. But
Sorry
the
about that.
thing, yeah, it's all right. But the whole time I was there was not one sound, not one bird, not one squirrel, nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Dead.
I'm walking out. I get up onto the trail. I see a bird, and I heard another one. And it's like, really? Okay. He was in there. He was watching me, and he was pissed. Or
Yeah.
she. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so. Hey, here we go. Angel goes, wait a minute. Ooh, ghost.
Yeah. The light just turned on.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute, AJ. She goes, I'm packing my shit. Send me address. She wants to come ghost hunt.
I swear the light just turned on in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it went out before the bulb did.
Yeah. But
When I was doing something.
my girl just said it went out before it turned off.
One of them.
Yeah. It's weird. Who knows? Anyways, let's get back to the subject.
Let's get back to your place might be haunted. No.
No, it might be because we did hear that noise. That was loud. It woke me up. I don't know what it was, but it was loud.
It could be
lived in a
too.
lot of ambulances.
Okay, that loud noise could be, cold and warm, the house moving. But
It's old, yeah.
But that could be the light bulb or could be the switch.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's haunted. Okay.
Yeah, true. But it just freaked me out because I seen the light turn on in the corner of my eye. And nobody's there. But anyways, so I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying?
No. About how everything was dead and silent. And then when I got back out in the trail, it was so loud. And
Yeah.
Birds start coming and it's chirping. By the time I got up to my vehicle, it was like, really? Wildlife's everywhere. But they were mad. They were mad. I didn't announce myself.
Yeah, I used to whistle. That's when I went in, I would whistle like a bird, and that I guess that was my way of announcing myself. And like I said, I had a lot of experiences there. I didn't have a sighting, but I got a video that to this day I just wish I had knew what I was filming because I didn't realize what I got, and I wasn't filming it, but it's there. It's just a snippet, but it's there. You see a head pop up between trees, and then as I'm panning the camera away, you see something get up, and it's tall and big, and you see just one step, and then that's it. The camera pans away. So I didn't know. I wish I did.
Tim Gayhart says, my opinion, Bigfoot is not related to any primate species. Oh no, wait a minute. Shane Spencer wrote that. Tim Gayhart agrees with them. But here's the thing.
What do they believe it is? Well, we're a primate, so
yeah, we're a primate, Shane. Yeah. So what species do you think they are with?
They're Gigantopithecus? I don't believe in the Gigantopithecus.
He had a trusted friend here, gibberish type talking. I see he was coming out of the woods, coyotes hunting just before dark. Had rocks thrown at him near the same area.
The gibberish like Sierra sounds, and that I'm sure you heard those, and yeah, that's they actually recognize that as a language. A guy named Scott Carpenter, I think it is.
Yeah,
he's a cryptolinguist, and he did the research, and he actually found syllables and things that were repeated again and again. It's a definite language. That's pretty crazy.
Hello, Barb. Barb Strock's watching and said hello to us guys. But the thing is, there's reports, and I ain't saying they're true or not, but there's been a lot of reports where different words been made out. So we never, Tim, yeah, God made man, but man's a primate. They really are, because of the hands. That's how we got kind of generalized in that category. You know, we got the thumbs. And Shane goes here. I believe Bigfoot has its own identity, not associated with human or apes. I don't know, but that's where I lean. But the DNA says primate, unknown primate.
Yeah, there's that unknown. There's human. Here's the thing: it's always mostly it's like human to the point where they think that they contaminated it, but they find that unknown primate, that little snippet. What is that? Well, like I said, there's Homo rhodesiensis, Homo rudolfensis, Homo ergaster. There's a million different species that could be. But you can even go down the Gigantopithecus route. I don't believe that route, but
I'm not going down that route. I'm
I
not going
don't
down
believe
that yet,
because that was an animal that ate plants. It was a 10-foot tall, basically a gorilla that ate plants, and it existed in Asia and it died out. It didn't show any similarities to Bigfoot except for size. That's it.
Yep. And Angel goes, I think they are the watchers.
I've actually heard that there has been some negative reactions to religious things, but I don't know.
I don't know. I can't go there. But hey,
I don't.
We're going to take 2 minutes here. I got to do some quick advertising.
Okay.
Theta Wave Blue Media for all your needs. He can help you with money mapping, the media end. He can help you get going with all that. Get a hold of Norm. That's right. Theta Wave Blue Media. And we can actually do this. The Penn Ohio Paranormal Conference for March 25th. I'm going to put up a PayPal code thing up for it. So you can go ahead and still order your tickets beforehand. Right there. That's the PayPal.
I'm telling you.
Send $10 and you can get your ticket at the door.
Light turned on.
Because here's the Penn Ohio Paranormal Conference. Look at the lineup of speakers. Mike Fallon, Dan Hagman, Jamie and Jenny King, James Krug. Of course, we got the great MC himself, Mike Hartman. We got Ed Kellman, Brian and Terry Seach. You know, these people right there. Right there. We got so much to talk about. This should have been a 7-day event just for these people because they can cover so much. But it's only 1 day. It's for 8 hours. Come and check it out. Okay, we're back.
All right.
I should record a damn. I should record these.
It was a commercial break. I didn't know. I didn't know you did those. All right. So where were we?
All right, we're going back to this. Shane disagrees with mankind being a primate kind. We have a lot of same body features, but that's about it. They're animals. I'm an animal.
Yeah, we're animals.
Just ask my wife. But no, but no. My mom said the same thing. But then again, this is how she put it. Her ancestors swung by their necks, not by their tails. So, yeah, my mom, no one I was kind of crude. She taught me stuff like that. Yes, the DNA is confusing, Shane said.
Yeah.
It is, because they're doing unknown primate, unknown human, and all that crap.
Yeah.
So that's why DNA is great if they can figure it out, but they can't figure it out.
Well, here's the thing. In my opinion, if they could figure out more of the relic hominoid DNA, if they can complete the DNA analysis on those different species, then I think they'll find out what that unknown primate is. Yeah, do you understand what I mean? We just finished the DNA analysis on Neanderthal recently, I believe. It's not something that just because you have a bone and you have DNA doesn't mean you have the complete. There's a lot to DNA. It's complicated. Mitochondrial, nuclear. It's a complicated subject. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's very complicated. And Shane goes, Wild Bill of Pennsylvania. Since I said I was an animal. Thanks, Shane. But this can be a very heated discussion, with the primate and the not primate, until we get more DNA, more conclusive evidence.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're a long ways from it because unless the government actually fess up, they did DNA testing and that.
Yeah.
And did other things, but they won't fess up because it's a fact. Too many witnesses seen the soldiers and the government in there hauling from Mount St. Helen, hauling bodies out of them.
Wow.
So
and I personally know a lot of people that see, and I personally have seen low-flying Army helicopters in the middle of the woods in places I was researching. You ever see that?
We've had them flying over here lately.
Yep, it's crazy.
And I hate to say,
Army helicopters. What are they doing there?
Night maneuvers. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, what gets me is this is the season right now, between now and beginning of summer, that they really start moving around here.
Yeah.
In my area. And now I start seeing this helicopter flying around. Now, we got the Army Reserve Base over here in Youngstown, Ohio, 15 miles away.
Yeah.
But they got the C-130s. They don't have these attack helicopters.
Yeah. So this is something else. Yeah.
So
it makes sense, because they definitely know more than they're saying. With
Oh, yeah.
just like with UFOs and everything else, they know a lot more than what they're saying.
And it's a shame.
Yeah.
It really is.
It is. It is a big shame, but
I know for a fact. Yeah, that they got bodies. There's too many witnesses that seen them do it.
Yeah.
And take them. So
yeah.
And why would the government come into a wooded area and tell everyone to get out and stay out, and they send the military in?
Yeah.
And then they're hauling stuff out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's doesn't make any sense. So
no, I'm sorry. I'm not a conspiracy theorist to a point, but they are keeping their mouth shut.
Yeah,
on this, but that's what they do.
Basically, it's never going to change.
Shane goes here in Ohio too. He noticed Bigfoot evidence more starting late spring and lasting until early winter. We got, Shane, we got that too. But the thing is, it's really prevalent early spring. It really is. Maybe because we're noticing it a little better because we can find the tracks better because of the soft ground, whatever. I'm not sure. And they're moving more because the weather's getting nicer.
I personally I've had better luck in the fall, but the late summer nights. Yeah. I've heard some things on late summer nights. I still can't believe it. That's one time that I will say that it sounded like a monkey.
Last fall, I was out with Jamie and Jenny King and Jim Sparky. We went to this one area. We got under this bridge and we started a little campfire as our center point, our home base area.
Yeah.
And we started investigating. When we was going in that trail, Jamie left glow sticks hanging along the way. 4 of them. Well, we go on up over this one hillside there, way under the bridge. Sparky stayed down by the bridge. We heard this could have been an owl. And my Nikki's here from Hairy Man Hoaxes and Hoodwinks. What's up, sweetheart? I'm glad you made it. But as we get up there on top of that hill, we're sitting there and we hear like an owl, but it wasn't a long hoot. It was hoot. And it was loud. It was off to the distance, but it was loud. A minute or two later, heard another one. And it started getting closer and closer. But it stayed on that one side, to the one area from us. Well, started hearing coyotes, and Jamie says, I ain't messing with no coyotes. Let's get near the fire. So we had to leave and went back down over the hill. And Sparky, did he hear that owl? He says, yeah, it's up over that way. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's over here. He says, no, I just heard it up over here. We didn't hear it over that where he heard it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, maybe it was echoing. I don't know. Well, I'm starting looking at where the glow sticks were at down that trail. I couldn't see the first two. So I started heading down the trail. Jamie come up behind me and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm checking out the glow sticks, see if they move or what's going on down that way. Mm-hmm. So he walked with me. We're standing there right near the third one because couldn't see the first two from where we were at. So when I got to the third one, we could see. We turn around and we did this looking, and then we heard something up above, up near the road. So we're staring up there like this, and trying to see what, and look down at the glow sticks and look up there. It's like, I don't know. All of a sudden, I felt something go past me, and it basically almost brushed me.
Wow.
And I turned and looked. I couldn't see nothing. Well, it was pretty dark. And I go, see that? To Jamie, no, but I felt it. So I don't know. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that is.
It's just crazy. All right, Angel asked, did anyone see the video? Anyone see the video of the one in the mountain in the snow running uphill? Is it real?
Oh, I think I know the video, but I can't. I don't know for sure.
But Nikki answered, that video is definitely interesting, but we'll never know.
I'm trying to think. I've seen all of these videos, but I'm trying to picture which one the snow one is. I can't picture it. My favorite video. Did you ever see the one from Russia where it's on all fours? They throw a rock and it comes out on all fours, then it leaps and its arms are outstretched. You ever see that one?
I didn't see it. No, I didn't see that one. Nikki, did you see that one he's describing? See, Nikki does the Hairy Man Hoaxes and Hoodwinks podcast.
Yeah.
And she tears them apart, and she'll tell you straight out if it's a hoax or not.
Yeah.
And she got a library of hoaxers. Nikki Pollard says she's going to find that video and send it to you, AJ.
Okay.
And she saw it, but she don't know either. There's with the AI now and the CGI and all that happy shit.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot more hoaxers out there.
Oh yeah, of course. But I think I could pick out a hoax pretty easily. And these people, they keep using the same things. They're so stupid. Yes. 3 times the same audio that I know from 2013, Lake Ackworth, Georgia. The same audio. They keep using again and again. And I've listened to that thousands of times. Literally. I memorized every sound in that video or the audio. And they keep trying to use it. And then they tried to mix it up. It doesn't work. I still know what the sound was. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And Nikki says, yes, the Russian one is suspected because of the dog having no reaction to the jumping creature, which I agree with. We think it's some kind of primate domesticated. On the one you say about the jumping.
The one with the father and son, and they throw a rock, and then it's on all fours. That one, I don't remember a dog.
I don't know. I know the one she's talking about. I'm not sure about that one.
Maybe I just don't remember the dog because I was more focused on that. But
yeah,
there was no dog. I don't think. I showed my fiance it. She said she doesn't remember a dog, so it must be a different one.
Okay.
There's so many. There's so many.
So many.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good ones. In my opinion, the audio I was just talking about that everyone's trying to hoax, I think that's one of the best audios that there is out there next to the Sierra sounds and things like that. That's unbelievable. It's like every Bigfoot sound that they make that was in that video. The howls, the whoops, the everything. It did like grunts, and it did it all.
Well,
so
yeah,
that's
I always wanted to
pretty
hear
amazing.
the Ohio howl. I really did. And that's
I-
the main reason I went to Salt Fork. Because, I'm not going to see one there. Oh, yeah, okay. The first night there, what happens? I see one. And it took me over a year and a half to hear the Ohio howl after that. And it was at Salt Fork. And it woke my ass up. It woke me up.
I actually heard a similar howl. It was way off in the distance, but I've heard a similar howl. It was close, but it was far. It was like miles away.
Well, I know I wasn't the only one that heard it because I asked Mike Hartman, and he says no. I says probably because you couldn't hear it over Josh's snoring, but Josh was in another tent away from us guys, but he snores pretty loud. But Barb Strzok heard it and woke her up too. Yeah, as I was asking Mike, she heard me out. She said, I heard it got me up. I said, what about Ron? She says, hell no, he slept through it. But Mike Hartman has some really amazing recordings.
Yeah, I'd like to hear them. I have some good ones myself, but nothing like this. A lot of the stuff that you hear, like the one I was talking about. I don't have nothing like that, but I got a good recording. That one audio I got, it's definitely it's not a bear.
Can you send it to me?
There's no misidentifications. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. It's on YouTube. I'll send it to you right from YouTube. I'll send you the link.
Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
But Nikki asked, have you guys seen the Coastal Alaskan Sasquatch, the Alex Petikoff documentary? No, I didn't. But now that she says it has some great audio in it, I guess I'm going to have to catch that one now. Oh, boy,
yeah, that sounds good.
More for the book. Thanks, Nick. I needed more homework.
I love a good documentary and anything like that. That you learn a lot from a lot of those the good documentaries. There's some bad ones, but
yes. Oh, yeah. I ran into some bad ones when I first started researching.
Yeah, you got to know who to listen to. That's the key.
Yeah.
Well,
when I first started, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know. And I tell you what.
Nobody does.
Yeah. I met a lot of great people out here. I really have.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for the ones I actually met, except for a couple of them. But that's beside the point. You get that in every bunch. And like Nikki, and with hers, she has that mentality of I'm going to debunk this one way or the other, and she'll tear something apart to figure it out, and I got nothing but respect for her for that because she goes in depth trying to figure it out, and I thank her for it because she's helping the whole cause doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
even though she got 3 big binders full of hoaxes and hoodwinks, as I call them, the a-hole list. But yeah, it's so. For us to get out there and do the research that we do, to have these people get on there and start sharing hoaxes, and we got a guy that goes into Salt Fork doing it. Now he came over in the PA up toward Oil City, and that he's up there, and he talked to the newspaper up there saying he's in there investigating, and he's offering a reward. And the dude's nothing but a big time hoaxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikki calls it my Bigfoot book of shame. She picked it up we were on a roundtable podcast, and she picked it up, and I ain't lying. That binder was that thick.
Oh my God. I
It was
believe it.
that thick.
That makes
It's like,
sense.
holy shit, man. I'm looking at that like I'm totally shocked. So,
I'd rather stay away from the hoaxes.
oh yeah, big
Deal
time.
with the real thing.
Like I said, we got that one, and I tell you what, I'll catch them in there, my stomping grounds.
Yeah.
I might end up in jail because these guys really upset me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would hit one. I would hit him.
Yeah,
I'd like to, anyways.
yeah. The throat punch coming. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it's not cool. Definitely not, because it
No.
makes what we do look bad, and it makes us look like fools. But
Yep.
we're not fools. I know what I know, and you know what you know, and nobody's gonna
Yeah.
take that away.
And some of my friends, well, one friend won't even talk to me now because of this. He thinks I'm totally off my rocker.
Yeah.
My other friend, that me and him's been friends for 40 plus years,
Yeah.
he's really happy I'm doing this.
Well, all my friends are
They-
cool.
Yeah.
Some of them
So
seen them.
the one that thinks I'm off my rocker, he has no room to talk, but he is. But and I'm serious. But with all honesty, yeah, some of my friends believe in it, some of my friends don't, but they
Well-
don't put me down for it.
I turned two good friends of mine from non-believers in one night, from non-believers into 100% believers in that
Yep.
specific area that I researched, that I was telling you about. We went there one night with a flashlight, and for an hour there was a set of eyes watching us. Didn't move. It moved, but it didn't move. It stayed there. We were throwing rocks at it. We were dumb. This is before I learned the ways of researching, but we were throwing rocks at it. We were yelling at it. It wouldn't move. Didn't do anything. We turned the
Right.
car. We turned the car. We had the flashlight. You see the eyes. That's it. And this went on. And then we turned the car and tried to get the headlights on it, and it disappeared. Then turn the headlights off, get the flashlight, eyes pop back up. This went on for an hour. It was there for an hour. That's not natural animal activity. And any other animal would have either attacked or retreated, one or the other. It ain't going to stick around and watch you for an hour.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen.
Nikki was saying, sort of like the Carbondale white Bigfoot sighting, where a few people were saying it was a friend of theirs in a suit.
I
But it was
believe
picked
it
apart.
because where's the eye shine? Where's the eye shine? That's my problem with it. Where's the eye shine? The eyes are
The
black.
Carbondale one.
When- Yeah,
That was,
it looks like a mask.
I don't know.
I wanna say it's real because it moves like it's real. It really does, but it looks like a mask with the eyes because they're not shining. The eyes should be shining.
Yeah.
The eyes always shine.
Not always. No, not always. Not always. I've seen
I think they
pictures
can.
and that. No.
I think they
not
can.
always.
I think they can control it, but I think they have some kind of shine, but maybe not always. I don't know.
Being all white, I say it's albinos. Why ain't their eyes pink?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But it might not be albino. It might just be white.
True. We really don't know. I can't say for sure that's real. I can't say for sure it's fake, but it's a pretty convincing video, except for that one.
But it was picked apart on YouTube, found to be otherwise than fake. It
was found to be
so
real.
I don't know. Yeah.
On you, by who? By Thinker Dunker? You know who I'm talking about?
I think it was.
Thinker
Nikki, was
Dunker.
that Thinker Thunker that did it?
Because he's good. He analyzes it scientifically with high tech. He really does.
I know he does.
Yeah. So if it was him, then I take back my words. But yeah, I just don't know. It's tough. Who am I to say it's real or not? I can't say
Yeah,
for sure.
she goes, yeah, it was Thinker Thunker.
Okay, then I take back my words because maybe they can control their eye shine. Maybe they could stop it. Maybe its eyes were closed. That's it. Maybe its eyes were closed. That it could be as simple as that. But I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. But Thinker Thunker, yeah, he really does the way it moved. But I want to see this video now of what he did, what he said, because it moved like it was real. You know,
Well,
I want to see what he said.
I'll try to look it up tonight. If I find it, I'll send you the link.
Sounds good. So, yeah.
All right. I'll send you the link.
I was gonna dig around, see if I could find it too. I'm sure it's out there. If it's on YouTube, it's easy to find. So.
Oh yeah.
But I subscribe to him. So, yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, it's 8:11. Going to start to get out of here in a few. Some closing comments from you.
Well, I had a great time doing this tonight. And I just want to say the whole Pennsylvania Bigfoot project, I just want to see it keep improving and going in the direction it's going, because it's going good. And we have a lot of good people involved.
Yep, and it is growing and going in a new and upward direction, which is thanks to Mary. Thanks to Mary, her foresight on this one of the yeah, I'm co-executive director, so yeah, I'm going to thank Mary. No, seriously, she's the one that decided we need to do this, and we need to get some people over to chapter leads too to help them. So take some load off Bob and I, and some off of her, you know.
Yeah.
Which you graciously stepped right up and took over as a regional team leader, and we're so appreciative of that. You and Glenn and the rest of the guys on the East Coast, you know, Mary and I is over here, so on the western side, and it's kind of hard for us to go over that way. And you guys really stepped up and doing a fantastic job over there.
Yeah,
you know, we might not say how much we. Yeah. Say that again.
You guys are lucky over there. You got a good area.
Yeah. So do you guys. So do you guys. And we might not say how much we appreciate you guys enough, but we really do. You know,
Thank
you guys got Bernadette there, Wiggins too. It's just great. You know, you guys are doing awesome, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for doing this.
No problem.
All right, make sure you send me the $10 for complimenting you. No. Oh, by the way, what kind of car did you get?
Oh, it's just a little Hyundai something. I bought it off a friend of mine. It's not a brand new car, but it's a car. So gets me from point A to point B. You know.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
And that's all I need.
All right, buddy. Yeah, we're going to get on out of here.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go spend a little bit of time with my wife.
I'm going to go eat.
Seeing her today. I'm going to go eat.
Yeah, eat a bunch of food and watch some TV or something.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Yeah. It doesn't cost you anything to be a subscriber. But anyhow, AJ, thank you.
Stick
around for a second after the outro. All right.
Yes, sir.
I'll say a couple of things to you.
This has been an Agents of the Unexplained original podcast. Like us on Facebook, subscribe and view on YouTube, and please visit our store link in the bio. Thank you for listening, and remember that paranormal is the new normal.